Evening. How are y'all? Oh, I'm tired. Monday is big time paperwork day at work, and that's what I did all day most of the time. Whoopsie. I'm trying to get my phone level here. I think I made it worse. There we go. Maybe that. Oh, okay. Maybe that's better, I think. Okay. Alrighty. Hi, Jeannie Ruby. How are you this evening? Hi, Becky. Are y'all ready? I am. I have everything ready. I am ready. Yes, I am. Hey, they said that we had a beautiful day today. I'm telling you, it was gorgeous. A little on the hot side, but that's okay. As long as it's not cold, I'm okay. Washing dishes. Oh, yeah, I've already done that. I got home and patted out some hamburger patties. And Johnny grilled. And hello, Sharon. How are you? And then I sauteed some Lynn Mott. I sauteed some beef tips for the babies because they've got to have protein. So I try to make sure they have protein on Mondays. The great thing about working at a grocery store is, especially on Mondays, because we go in at 5, me and the meat manager and the produce manager go in at 5 so they can clean cases, and I get back there right after he marks the meat down, so that they can move it on out. So this morning I got beef tips and ground chuck marked down, and then Johnny had grilled hamburgers, and the babies had beef tips. I told Johnny it's really funny when we cook around them babies. And that's how we eat, around what them babies will eat. And they had English peas. Angel had some, I scrambled up some ground chuck for her, because the beef tips are a little tough, because she's about to lose all of her teethies. Hi, Kathy. Glad you joined us. I am ready. I am prepared. Yay! And I even am one ahead for next week. I'm excited about that, too. So, I'm hoping Wednesday I can get the other two and be totally prepared for next week, too. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to kick off my house shoes here. And we are going to start. We are going to use Pretty Kitty. Now, this was in the... y'all will probably hear the phone ringing a whole lot. Tomorrow's election day here. And phone has been ringing nonstop for days now. And since I've got home, that's all it's doing is ring. But anyway, I've got this and I've not used it. So we're going to use it tonight. We're going to use Pretty Kitty. It's carried over to the new catalog because it's one of the, let's see. Maybe it's not that one. But anyway, we're going to use that one. We are going to use the Stitch Shapes Framelits dies. We're going to use Artesian Pearls. Let's see. Whisper White Thick, 8.5, 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Our envelope. I've got a scrap of Whisper White Thick. We're going to do some watercoloring. I've got a scrap of Daffodil Delight, and I've got 2 Blushing Brides, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Those are going to be our layers right there. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. We're going to do our stamping first in our coloring. And we're going to do that on this scrap of Whisper White. I'm going to go ahead and fold our card base and give it a nice crease here. Okay. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait. The middle of June, our new colors for our Stampin' Blends will be ready, and I am really excited about that. I can't wait for them to be ready for us to order, because I love my Stampin' Blends. But I'm not going to use Stampin' Blends on this card. I am going to watercolor it. We are using this little kitty right here in the flower pot, and we're going to use Hope Your Birthday Is Just Like You. And then we are going to, that's on the front, and Wonderful in Every Way is going to go on the inside. So I'm going to get all of those out. And there's something on there. I got it off. There was something on my stamp. Let me see. Well, now I had my blocks laid aside ready, and what they're hiding from me. That's why I couldn't find them. They were hiding. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this on here straight. Go ahead, and I should have already had this done. Should have had everything on their blocks, but I didn't, so I'm going to get them on their blocks now. I'm going to turn this away. Alrighty. We are going to stamp our kitty, and we're going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black. It's really good, especially with the, oh my goodness, my mind just went blank, which is not unusual. They are wonderful to use with the Stampin' Blends. The Memento Tuxedo Black, that's what they recommend you use. So I'm going to give this a little stamp right here. Okay, uh-oh. Man, I'm going to flip it. We're going to stamp the other side, because I sure did not want that on there. Well, I am so silly. I'm trying to ink it up with the lid. Told y'all I had a long day today. Okay. I was way too heavy-handed. We're going to give that a moment to dry good. And while it's drying, I'm going to, I needed one more scrap piece. We're going to just grab some Whisper White scraps. It'll be alright. I've got some about the right size, I think. I think. Yep, I do believe. Yep. Now we're going to stamp our sentiments on these while our little kitty is drying. Stamp that one right there. And then I'm going to stamp this one right down here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Now, I'm going to cap that into Tuxedo Black before I put my hand in it. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Sandra. Glad y'all came. You've been working in your room? Oh, that's awesome. You can see your desk, Kathy. That's wonderful. Yay! That is wonderful. What I like to see is the other half of my crafty room. It is so junked up over here. Well, it's really not half of it. It's a big corner over here that I've just got stuff piled, and my card table is over here, and it's buried. Now, I'd really love to see my card table. But until then, it's just covered. And I am not going to fret about it. Okay, we're going to use a lot of different colors coloring our little kitty today. We're going to use Soft Suede. We're going to use Daffodil Delight. We're going to use Pear Pizzazz, Basic Gray, Blushing Bride, and Pool Party. These are all older colors. These are not new colors, but they are wonderful colors. Wonderful colors. So we're going to start with the soft suede, and we are going to color our flower pot. Give this a little squeezy. Got plenty in there. Probably didn't even have to squeezy it. I'm going to use my blending pen. Love these things. Just going to get a little bit of this ink over here. Dab some of it off. And I'm going to start coloring our flower pot. It shouldn't take too awful long, even though I'm using several colors on my card. This shouldn't take too horribly long to get our pot and our kitty colored up here. I'll try and keep up with the comments. Hi, Jessie. I'm glad you made it for a few minutes anyway before work. But like I said, I'm going to try and keep up with the comments. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get our little kitty here. Just a little darker over here on the side. Blend it some here. Just a little bit. I am not the best at coloring and blending and things like that, but I'm always happy with my results, so I'm figuring that's what counts, even if it's not perfect, as long as I'm happy. You know, I figure that's what matters. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to color our kitty. We're going to color our kitty in this basic gray. I love little gray kitties. Never had one, but I've loved little gray kitties. I've had kitties, but not gray ones. Our last kitty we had was a bobtail. We named him Scooter because he looked like he was just scooting along with that bobtail. He was a good kitty. He just wandered off one day and never came back. We had him quite a while. He was a rascal. He liked the ladies. I figure that's probably what happened to him. He liked some lady too much, and her owners didn't like him hanging around. So that could have been what happened to him. I don't know. But he rambled everywhere. Okay, look at our little gray kitty. Isn't that precious? Just love this kitty. Okay, we're going to close up our basic gray. Through with it. Now then, we're going to start with our colors here. We're going to do our Blushing Bride. And we're going to do these flowers right here in the Blushing Bride in her little nosy. And do her little nosy first. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? A little too much ink on there. Sometimes I don't even just rub. I just kind of dab sometimes. And I like doing it like that too. It gives it a different look. Take some of that off and blend some of this. I think I just got a little too dark on this one, but that's okay. It still looks good, I think. It'll work. It will work. Okay. Now our other flower, these here are going to be Daffodil Delight. There's Daffodil Delight. I couldn't figure out what in the world I'd done with it. But right there it is. Hi, Lynn Scott. Glad you're here. So glad you're here. I hope all is well with you. You're using Hello Kitty stamp set tonight. And we stamped this adorable little kitty in this flower pot, and we're coloring it. I think it is adorable. Most adorable. I'll tell you what. I love kitties. We don't have any kitties now, but I love them. They're so sweet. All right, we're going to do the leaves in the pear pizzazz. We're going to do those right quick. Did y'all see where Stampin' Storage has got a new stamp pad holders, and they're made specially for our new Stampin' Up stamp pads. I love it. I'm not sure when, but it will be in my craft room at some point. I'm hoping really soon, but I don't know for sure how soon that will be, but it will be in my crafty room because I love it. Because, you know, they're not going to fit in our little spinner thing now that Stampin' Up has. Can you explain the difference between this coloring and using Stampin' Blends? Okay, yes, Jessie, this is watercolor. This tip on this is damp, so it's watercolor. It's the same as if, hi Hannah, glad you joined us. It's the same pretty much as if I use the water brush, because it's got water, and it's called watercoloring. And it's the same as if we used our watercolor pencils. But with the blending brush, I am using my ink pads, and you can do the same thing with the with this, and use your ink pads to color. But it's damp, so it's watercolor. Stampin' Blends is alcohol. They're alcohol. So it's not water-based or anything else. It's alcohol-based, so it's totally different. Gives you a different color, gives you a different texture, that blends differently, and it gives a whole different look. You could do the same stamp side by side, do it with watercolors, and do it with the Stampin' Blends, and it look different. And it's wonderful. Whichever one you prefer to do. I love them both. Oh, Lynn, you've got a black cat. Oh, my goodness. 16 years old. Wow, that is wonderful. But anyway, it's just whatever you prefer to do with whichever stamp that you stamp. It's just with this one, I wanted to do watercolor. So, because I didn't have all the colors I would have liked to have. You know, come the middle of June, when I get those new Stampin' Blends, I may redo this and do it with Stampin' Blends. If I don't forget, but you know how my mind goes. I could forget. But anyway, that's the difference. You're welcome. Alrighty, we're going to, I do not know what these are called. These little round ones. But I'm going to do them in the pool party. So whatever they are called, they're going to be pool party color. Well, look at there. I messed with it and got it shoved in. That's alright. We'll do that, and we'll use the other tip. This is shaped a little bit different, but that's okay. It'll work. I did another one of my Stampin' Blends like that, and I couldn't get it out, so I just thought, alright. But see, I've got several, so I'll be okay. I'll fix it later. Because I know that you can take them out and fix them, so I'll just fix it later. There we go. Now, our kitty is colored. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp on our envelope, because we're going to use this same stamp. And just going to use a small corner of it. I'm going to use right over here. Just a small corner right here. Let's close it up because sure's the world. I can see my hand going right in it, right there, right then. And we're going to just, because I just want a little bit of flour, and we got the kitty's tail, which is okay. That's a different, oh man, you see what I just did? I am so mad at myself for that one now. Glitter sticks. Alright, I'm not going to fret it. I'm going to color this in a minute after that dries some. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going ahead and I'm going to get the Big Shot over here. And we're going to cut these out real quick. Get the precision plate off of it. I've got it on there right now. I was doing some stuff yesterday between church and choir practice. And so we are going to start with our kitty. And we are going, okay. Oh, there they are. I am so silly. So silly, silly, silly. Okay. We're going to put our kitty right down here. I'm going to put, I don't know, wait a minute. Our kitty we're going to cut out with this one right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper snips. I'm going to cut this in, just cut it in two like this right here, because I want it to fit on here. Like that. And I am going to use this oval here. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. And I've got a circle right there, and these are the stitched framelits dies. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's get our top plate on here, and we will send it right through. Scooch it forward here so I can pull it back. Alrighty. Love this. You just take your fingernail and kind of run it around it. Of course, I cut my fingernails off, so that's okay. It works. See, just do that, and then what I do is, you see all these little things like this? I need to vacuum my floor. Because I scrape those things off with my fingernail right onto the floor. But, you know, that's what a vacuum cleaner's for. So there's that one. Okay. Get all of that off of that one. Okay, there's those two. Now, I am going to take, I need to go ahead and do this one too. Let me do this one real quick. That one, let me see, I can't remember which one I used. That one, I don't think it was this one. Maybe it was. This is the one that goes on the front. This is the one that goes in the middle, on the inside. We'll go ahead and get that one real quick, and then I'm going to do our, we're going to do, and daffodil light, a bigger oval and circle to go behind everything. I'm going to have to hustle. Even though I was prepared, I feel like I'm behind or something here. Okay. Now then, we are going to do, let's see, that one and this one. That's right, isn't it? Yep, that one and that one. Okay. All right. That's in our Daffodil Delight. Yep, I think that might be the wrong size. I think that's the wrong size for this one. I think I did it too big. I did. It's supposed to have been this size. I am such a dodo. Sometimes I amaze myself with my brilliance. I'll hang on to this because you know that can be used for something. Everything in it can always be used for something. Alright. That one, we need 2 of these. So let me get another sheet of some. This is a Daffodil Delight. You know how I always have scraps here. There's one. I'll have to find another one because I need 2 this size. One for the front and one for the inside. I've never layered my shapes on the inside before. Usually I just do one and do it straight down. But I've layered this one this time and I thought it looked really cute. Really cute. Now I know I've got some more. Yep, there's another one. I knew I did. I always have scraps. You throw those away because you never know when you need them. Perfect size. Just what I needed, you know? So, I don't waste a large piece of cardstock just for this size. I already have it. Okay. Now, what I need to do is that everything? That is everything. Okay. Let's get the big shot back over here where it goes, out of our way. And let's put these layers together. So they just go right on there, just like this. Okay, I'm going to use the Tombow Mono glue. And that's, nobody will ever know I messed up, unless you're watching. Whoever I give this to won't know unless they're watching. And, oops. See how that Tombow Mono gives you enough time because it'll scoot with you? Boy, it just scooted with me and wanted to sit right there. Let me put a little more glue on it and let's get it back here where it's supposed to be. And I need to hold it, I guess, instead of just... Feel the rain reminding me in the eye of the storm. You remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. Almost through with our card. For this one. Ta-da. Okay, no, I need that. I'm going to scoot those right up there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our layers on our card base. Do it just like this. We're going to keep getting crooked with my grid paper here. I'm going to lay that down and do it just like that. Scoot it. Oop, too much. I scooted it too much. Let me pull it up before it sits here. Let's try that again. Now my fingers are trying to glue together. Oh my gosh. Here, I have glue on my fingers. Okay, we're going to flip it. This is going to go on the front here, like that. This is real simple, real quick, but really cute, I think. I think it's a really, really cute card. Be really cute for a young lady that loves kitties, or even anyone that loves kitties. You know? Anybody that loves kitties. But now, you know, I've got to use dimensionals and pop these layers up. So, we're going to put our dimensionals on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm putting one in the middle because I don't want the middle to be able to be mashed down. Look at there. I missed that right there. Totally look at there. Okay. Put 3 on here. We're going to go 3 on this one. 2, 3. Now, see, this is our front. I'm going to pull these off. I'm going to put them up there. I'll gather them up and throw them away in a little while. There we go. Oopsie. Look at our kitty. Isn't she adorable? She's so adorable. There she is. Hope your birthday is just like you. And you know what? I was not going to put dimensionals on that. Wonder if I can peel them off and save them here. Ooh, yeah, look at there. Because that's going on the inside. Okay. This one I probably can't salvage and use the dimensional, but as long as I can get it off my thing here without demolishing my card, I'll be okay. Or my piece, I'll be fine. Okay. There we go. That's sticky in the garbage. I just amaze myself sometimes. Just amaze myself. Okay, let's get this straight here. Look at there. There's still some of that stuff. All right. Right there. Look at there. There's another one. All right, we're going to put that right there. We're going to open this up here. Put it around to the opening. We're going to put us a little Tombow Mono right here. I'm going to seat this right here. It's about in the middle, I think. Scooch it up just a tad. Whoopsie. My scooching up just a tad went way too far. Okay, let me get that off. Now, alrighty. Now, our artesian pearls. Use those. We're going to use these little light pink ones right here. I know which color they are, but for the life of me at the moment I can't think. But that's what we're going to use. We're going to put one on the inside. We're going to put this. I think we're going to put it over here on this side. And then we're going to put 3 on the front. I'm going to go with 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. There's the card. Now we are going to color our envelope real quick. We need the Blushing Bride. We're going to get this right here real quick. So this is not going to take just a moment because there's not very much of it. Blushing Bride. Pear Pizzazz. Look at there, I did the same thing. I know what I did. I just hit it too hard on my grid paper. Like that right there. And I just popped it too hard. And messed it up. Well, flitter-dee-dee. That's what I did. Okay. Now, that gets the Pear Pizzazz. That gets the little leaves. We're going to, which color's next? Oh, flitter, I've moved my, oh, there they are, they're under here. We're going to use our Pool Party and get our little round flowers here. Gonna have to get me another blending pen out in just a minute. Okay, we'll color our kitty's tail. And there we are. is all through our envelope and our card. See, now this is, thank you, Lynn. I was chatting on the phone with my parents and didn't realize that my chime had gone off that you realized. That's okay, Miranda. I'm glad you made it, but it's important to talk to your parents. See, now whenever I stamped this one, I got a little bit of the kitty's ear. I got its ear and a little bit of its noggin. When I stamped this one, I may restamp this one because I did that. I got the kitty's tail. But anyway, there's my two cards, the one that I prepped and the one we made tonight in the inside. And I am tickled to death with this. Some young lady is going to love it. I have a granddaughter that loves kittens and kitties, and she had one, and she had it in her room, and and you know, I'm not even sure now what happened to it. It got sick, and she does not have that kitty anymore. It's sad, but anyway, there's that one. Now, our next card is okay. I got this Bella and Friends, and I love it. I have made one card with it, but tonight we're going to make a card, and we're going to use this little doggy and the turtle. And we are also going to use, and let's see what else we're going to use on there. We're going to use You've Got a Friend in Me. And I use linen thread on here, and I'm hoping I have enough. I think I do. Linen thread left. This is, my linen thread is just getting down to nothing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull our stamps. We're also going to use the Layering Ovals Framelits dies. We're using, let me see, I know I wrote down which ones I wanted to use. Well, I thought I did. Third from the largest, second from the largest. These two right here, I think it is. Yep, those two. We're going to use those two. Okay. We have Memento Tuxedo Black. We are using Call Me Clover, Lovely Lipstick, Crumb Cake, and let's see. We're using Powder Pink. That's Blushing Bride I've got right there. Let me see if I can find Powder Pink. Powder Pink, where are you? Okay. I'm not seeing my Powder Pink. Thought I had everything out that I needed. That's what happens when I think I am totally ready. Let me find my Powder Pink real quick. Where is it at? There it is. Powder Pink and Soft Suede. That's what we're using for this one. Okay? Now then, I feel like I am clustering everything up right around me. We have our envelope. Our Whisper White Thick, 8.5, 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We'll fold that in just a moment. We have a scrap. In fact, we have two scraps of Whisper White Thick. We have a scrap of Call Me Clover. And then we have our layers or Pineapple Punch, 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. Those are our labels. Okay. We are going to move our stamp pads out of the way for the moment. And like I said, we're going to use linen thread. We're going to go ahead and mount our stamps on our blocks. This is the G block. This is a D block, and there's something shiny on here. Looks like a piece of glitter or something. Oh well, that adds glittery to our card, that's okay. I don't mind glittery card. Okay, we are going to take a piece of this, I don't know why I needed two of these. I really just needed one scrap. Oh yeah, I do. I know why. Never mind. I know why. I forget why. Alright, we're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black and go ahead and let's ink this up. We're going to let it sit and dry while I work on these other things. Okay. There we go. Now then, I'm going to scrub this stamp really, really good. Really, 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 really good. Because I am hoping I can scrub it enough that there's not going to be any residue of ink on it or anything. Because I'm going to show you why I want to do that. What I may do, we are going to stamp our envelope. But the only thing I want on my envelope is the turtle. I do not want the doggy on there. I just want the turtle. And when I did it on the other envelope, I did not make sure all the ink was off of the doggy really good. And it got, I can see it where it faintly stamped on my envelope. So I am hoping by doing all that I have got all of the ink off of it and it won't do that to my envelope again. Okay, now by putting a piece of tape on here, it keeps me from getting ink on the dog and anything right there that I don't want ink. Pull it off. Turtle is the only thing that's inked. Get rid of that. We're going to turn it this way, and we are going to stamp that turtle on our envelope. And look at this. I done it again. Ah, my goodness. Okay. I'm just going to leave it. I can fix this later. I just want to really just show y'all how this all works without fretting over it. And, you know, I don't want to cry over it or anything like that. I'm not going to. Just remember, don't do what I do. You know? Hi, Shelly. I am so glad you have joined me. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny Ruby and Lynn. Scott, thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and ink up our sentiment, and we're going to stamp it right here. And that's okay because we're gonna punch it out, and I think that will be on the outside. So we're going to go ahead and punch it out real quick. We are using the classic label punch. Love this punch. It is great. Hi, Trish. Glad you joined us. We're having a good evening so far. Go ahead and cut this sentiment out with this punch. Trying to get it straight on here. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, now then we can set this aside. It'll be out of our way. I'm going to set it right up there. I'm going to set that aside and we will punch that out when we punch our little doggy and turtle out. We are going to go ahead, we're going to use some of the same basic things, and we're going to use we're using powder pink, and that's going to be the body of our turtle. I honestly do not know what color a body of a turtle is. I don't know if it's pink, or if it's white, or if it's beige, and I'm going to see if I got another blending pen. Hang on just a minute. I know I've got one in my drawer somewhere. I say I do. I was so sure I did. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. Right there. I was sure I had some more. And I do. Okay. get a blending pen out. And I'll try and fix that one later. Alright, these come in a set of 3 blending pens. I love them. They're great to use. As long as I don't go crazy and beat it on my grid paper. Alright, we're going to start with our little turtle. We're going to pick up some of this here. Tap a little bit of it off. Color his little tail. His little legsies. Yeah. Look there. He's so cute. So cute little turtle. Cute little turtle. Yeah, I think that picked up enough. Look at there. Yeah. I like him. He's cute, cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Now, we are going to use... We're going to finish up our turtle first before we do anything else. We're going to use... let me see. I can't remember which color I used where. Soft suede, I think, is next. Because I think that's what we... Is that what I did? Now I can't remember. It's alright. It does not matter which one I use. I think I used the soft suede for the... I think soft suede was this part of our turtle. Yeah, I do believe so. Because I'm going to do the edge there. Those little bitty squares. And these squares use crumb cake. Okay, and I think I'm going to cut our little doggy in crumb cake too. Yep. Squish on it some. Yep. Might as well add crumb cake to everything else that's on my thumb here. See? Isn't it lovely? I love it. Okay, we're going to finish our turtle and then we'll color our little doggy. I thought about doing these little squares and things on our turtle in different colors, but I thought, no, I'm not going to try and be whimsical with him. I just want it to be just a sweet little birthday card that someone would like to receive. That way, I mean, you know, if I did it whimsical, I definitely want to give it to a child. But this way, if I don't, if I want to give it to someone else, I can. You know? Let's color our little doggy's ears. Your hair here. You know, you can do this in different ways. You can do strokes, you can do circles. Just whichever way works for you. I'm just doing some strokes around the outside and getting that hair around the outside, but it not be heavy, you know. Don't want big blob around the outside edge of my puppy. This puppy was a little smaller. I could have colored him black and he could have named her. It could be a her and it could be Cuddles, because Shelly's mother has a adorable little dog named Cuddles, and she is so precious. I would love to get a hold of her and love on her. She looks like she would be so loving. Okay, I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that because it's a little darker. And I'm going to give the collar a little darker color, just like that. See what the difference it is? Let me give this little leg a little more. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Isn't that puppy just adorable? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. Well, for some reason or another, it doesn't look like it's putting color down right there. Okay. Now then, we are going to use the lovely lipstick. This is one of our new colors. This is one of our new in colors for this year. And used a little bit of it, but not a whole lot yet. I'm going to do this baby's heart in the lips. Lovely lipstick. See how these open so much different. It's like a compact. Just put your thumb there. Push it open. When you're not using it for watercolors, slide it this way until it catches. And then you can take your fingers and pull it back. Don't do like I do the other night that I just stuck my fingernails right into an ink pad, and I've got, can't remember what color I have under my fingernail now. And it's there probably for another few days. Now then, we're going to use our Call Me Clover. This is one of our new in colors also for this year. And we're going to do our grass with this. I'm just going to put it on here like this. Nothing fancy. Just some strokes with that grass line right there. And oopsie, scooting away from me. Okay, while I'm doing this color, I'm going to grab my envelope. I'm going to go ahead and get the grass colored on it. Like I said, I'll probably redo this envelope because I got this on here. But just for time's sakes, we're just going to use it. And so I can just show y'all how it's going to look. We're going to close it up, just fold it under, click it. Alright, now then, we're going to use soft suede. See, our old ones, you just stuck your thumb right there and popped it. And I just closed. This is how I want it, really. Okay. Now then, I'm going to use this and come around our little blocks. And we'll have this done really quick. Our powder pink. Don't want it dark. I just want it light, but that you can tell it's pink. Okay. Now let's get our crumb cake. And see, it really doesn't take that long to color, especially when you have smaller images. I just love it. They said the Stays On ink that we've got back in our catalog, they took it out last year, but they've put it back in this year's catalog, is good for the watercoloring. But I like the Memento Tuxedo Black. I like it. I mean, you just let it dry, and it works just fine. Because the Stays On, you got to let it dry also. So if I'm going to have to let something dry, I'm just going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. All right, there's our envelope colored. Now we're going to get our Big Shot, and we're going to do our cutting. Let me count that. Okay. Oh, let's move our sentiment shoes. I sure don't want it to disappear. I would be unhappy with myself. Alrighty. Now then, we're going to cut our, Call Me Clover in that one, and our little puppy and our turtle right here. This. And we're going to run them through. Oopsie. I'm getting in too big of a hurry. I need to slow down. Okay. There you go. Pop them right out. That's all it takes. Just a little pop. Okay. Throw that right there. Move the Big Shot back over here in its spot out of the way. Excuse me. I need to... wet my whistle just a little. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mount our stamped image onto this over onto the other oval. Doesn't matter. It's going to be, turn it the right way, the way we want it anyway. So we're going to stamp that right there. You know what I forgot? I sure did. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Okay, there's that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give our card base a fold. Get my bone folder. Give it some good creasing here. Yep, some good creasing here. Okay, we're going this way with our card. So we're going to put our what is this? Pineapple punch. I'm going to go ahead and put the inside in first. Get it lined up. And what I should have done before I did that is I want to stamp our little turtle on there. Let me get some more tape. I'm not coloring this turtle. All I'm doing is going to stamp it on the inside. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. That's what happens when I don't look on the inside of my cards before I get started. Okay. Link that up a little here. Pull that tape off. Throw it over here in the garbage. Oh, it stuck to my finger. Okay, now then. Get the stamp right there. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that not cute? I just love it. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. We're going to flip that over. We're going to put our other layer on the front here. Move that tape out of my way. Try and get this on here pretty straight. Not too bad. All right. There we go. Now then, we are going to take some, where's my linen thread? There it is. I knew I threw it somewhere. This will probably use up all my linen thread. So, you know what that means? I'm going to have to put in another order. You know? Because I have to have linen thread. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I think that's what I did the last time. Let me get my ribbon snips. Give that a snip right there. Alrighty. Now, pitch that over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cross it like this right here. And we're going to come this way with it. And I am going to, let me see. I think that's how I want it. Yep, I think that is how I want it. I think. I'm going to put some Tombow Mono on there. Yep. Probably won't hold everything, but it'll hold enough of it. And I'm going to use my bone folder and press that down instead of getting it all over my fingers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, whoopsie. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. Come on, lay it back down. Let's pull it over here and let's see if we can get it in that glue right there to get it to lay. There we go. Alright, now we're going to try and spread these out some like that. This one is going a lot better than the first one I did. The first one I did just looked wild once I got through because I didn't do this with it before I put my ovals on there. There we go. Now look there. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put my dimensionals here. Instead of putting them onto the back here, I'm going to put them on here. And that That way I've got it in between my linen thread and not guessing where it should go. So, now. Okay. Ah, it didn't come off. I'm trying to get it off my finger and it wasn't even on there. It was still on the... Ooh, I think I got some glue right there because that wanted to stick. It's on back order? No. Are you talking about the linen thread? I hope not. I need it. I need it. Can't have it on back order. Everybody needs it, I suppose. If it is. Look at there. Now. There we go. Okay, let's get our mini dimensionals. We're going to put it on the back of our sentiment here. Love these things. Oh, what did I do with the sentiment? It's missing. There it is. Now then, I'm going to put... See, I told you I think I have got some glue on that finger. I may have to get me a baby wipe and see if I can get some of it off. I'm going to put 3 of them on there. And, well, that back end didn't want to come off for nothing. I'll tell you what, I am so glad I've got this backing to this thing on the back of my countertop here. So slinging those things, if it didn't have it, they'd be going behind it. Into the floor back then, I'd have to be crawling under here to get them up. All right, you've got a friend in me. Okay, now then, you know it's not finished without some artesian pearls because we put some on the kitty. We've got to have some on our little puppy too because, see, this is going to probably go to a girl also. So we are going to use these yellow ones right here. I am sure these are probably, I'm not sure what color they are. They may be the Grapefruit Grove. See, put it right there, and we're going to put one on the inside, like right down here with the turtle. There we go. This one's finished. What do y'all think? There we have that one. Let's get our envelope. Here's our envelope. That's the envelope for the first one I made. Here's the first one I made. Now, where did I do the envelope for this one? Oh, here it is. Here it is. And there's the inside. Is that not adorable? Don't you think some little girl would just love getting this card? I think so. Thank you, Shelly. Oh, you do, Miranda. Thank you, Jeannie. I kept putting it off and kept putting it off, and then I just had to have them. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Lynn. And Lynn. Oh, I'm so glad y'all like it. I am loving it. Look there, and it's picking up my thingies back there. There's that one. We got one more to make. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't say, for this third card, I did not think that I would care for this Sea of Texture stamp set a whole lot, because I am not into octopuses, anything like that. But I find myself reaching for, thank you, Shelly and Sharon, I keep reaching for this stamp set. And I just got to make, oh, hi, Weenie. Thank you. And I just have to make something else with it. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. So I'm going to use the Sea of Textures. We are going to use the Under the Sea framelit dies. Okay. We are using, let me see. This is mint macaron, 8.5, 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and give it a nice crease here. Okay, I just can't get enough of this. I just love it. And I really did not think that I would. I really didn't think that I would like this stamp set whatsoever. So, this is It's on your wish list, Miranda. Oh, yours too, Shelly. I won't tell you. I love it. I'm just loving using it. I just think it's awesome. It's just awesome. We are going to be using this Tranquil Textures Designer Series paper. It looks like waves. So that's what I wanted to use. Why I wanted to use it. We're going to use it in this direction. Right here, we're going to use, well, I guess I fail to get my stamp sets out for this one. Oh, Sharon. Let me see. We need Sahara Sand. No, that's not what we need. Crumb Cake. That's the only stamp set I need is Crumb Cake. Oh my goodness. Crumb Cake. We have, now I know what I did. We have Crumb Cake. We are going to cut out our sand dollars with. In fact, we're going to cut out 4. I've already cut out 3, so y'all won't have to wait on me to cut out all of them. We'll cut out 1 for there. We are using this, I don't know if this sea plant. We're going to cut out this sea plant in the crumb cake also. Let me see. I think that's right. Yep, because we are going to cut out. You know, I think my most favorite part is this netting. We're going to cut out the netting in the Sahara Sand. We're going to stamp. We're going to use this Have a Wonderful Adventure. We're going to stamp it onto a piece here. And let's see. This is, let me find, one of these is my sentiment piece. I've got to measure this. I'm out of order and I don't know which is which now. Let's see. I'm thinking this might, that's what I was going to cut this with. Well, there's our sentiment piece. That's 4 by 2 3/4, I do believe. Alright, that goes on the inside. I'm going to set it right there because I sure don't want to lose it and get it mixed up. This, I am going to stamp our sentiment on real quick. And then we are going to start working on this card. Alright, we're going to lay this over here out of the way. We're going to get this stamp. I'm going to tell you, this stamp does not go perfectly with this die. But I'm going to stamp it anyway because I want to give it a little bit of color. More so than just the cardstock color. And I am going to stamp it in crumb cake. We are using, this is a C. Okay, just going to stamp it like that. That's all I need for it. Okay, we'll pull that one off. We're going to have a wonderful adventure. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp that. Now, what did I say I stamped that on? I stamped it on the, on this one. Well, I stamped it on the, but I used this one. I'm going to stamp it with Sahara Sand. Oh my goodness. That is, if I can find where I laid it. I just laid it somewhere and now I have lost it. Have y'all done that? I mean, it says in plain sight. I moved the crumb cake over there. Okay. I put the Sahara Sand back over here because I was thinking, oh, I don't need that. No, I didn't. It's because I didn't stamp it with that. I stamped it with the crumb cake. That's why. Duh, Sharon. guess what I did? I'm going to stamp it right there, just like that. Because that's the only color I used to stamp with, was the crumb cake. All right, now then, we are going to scooch everything out of the way. And we're going to bring the Big Shot back over here. This Big Shot's getting a workout tonight. We are going to take one of these away. We're going to put our precision plate on our magnetic plate here. And let me see if I can get it lined up right up here. Now then, we are going to put our net down right there. Let's see. And come back to here with it. Okay. I'm going to put this down. And of course, there it is right there. We're going to lay that right there. I'm going to line it up the best I can. But like I said, it is not made for this. So I'm going to set this right over here because I'm going to cut out another one of those by itself without any inking on it. So I've got something all over my plate here. All right, we're going to go this way with it. And then we're going to come back. Yes. Right like that. Okay. I'm going to pop this one off. So this one's going to pop right off. Really easy. I'm going to take this. I'm going to set that right there because I'm going to do... I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. And then I'm just going to flip this around so it'll fit on here again. I'm going to run it through one more time. And we're going to have another piece like this right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this back over here in its spot out of the way. Your plate back right over there. Now then. Okay. There we are. These right here are just really cute for starfish. You can hang on to those. I'm going to pop all of these. Let's see. That comes out. So see all these long pieces come out. It's like that. Throw them up that way. Throw them up that way. Now then, we'll pop our sand dollar out. I say that. It's not coming. Okay. There it comes. Now then, there's our sand dollar. So we've got, there's supposed to be 4. I've lost one. I had 3 made. There it is. There it is. Okay. Now then, I'm going to get my my little brush and my little mat, and I'm going to run it over my netting here, see if I can get all of those little tiny square thingies out of my net like that. See, all of them didn't come out. Okay, that's where the piercing tool comes in handy. We'll just take it and get some of these that did not want to come out. We'll get those out. That beats having to do this for every one of them, doesn't it? Love this tool. I don't always use it, but I love it for things like this. Just practically have to with this net. You know? Love this. I love this. I love this. Well, come on. Well, flitter. That's not wanting to come off like I want it to. There we go. I'll pop it that way. Now, and there's our net. Love that net. Love it. Okay, this right here, I'm just going to set over here out of the way. Well, maybe I'll just better pop it off because I'll end up with all those little things scattered everywhere if I don't. I mean, everywhere. I have enough here already without adding to it because I didn't put it away. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to work with our card base and our layers, and we're going to go ahead and get those put down. We're going to use our Tombow Mono. See, this side's pretty too, but doesn't this side make you think of the ocean? It's not maybe ocean color everywhere, but it still makes me think of ocean. So I thought it'd be great for this card. Okay, I think my glue's... Okay, I left it uncapped too long and it dried up on the end. Okay, now then. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Maybe it's empty now. Oh, there it comes. A little too much right there. Let me scrape a little bit of that off. Don't like too much. Because it goes squishy and it might come out the sides, and I don't want it coming out the sides. Alright, this is our inside. Now then, I think it just goes so nice with this mint macaron. Look at there. Stuff all over. I know what it's from. It's from that brush. No, it's not either. It's from that mat. I've about burnt my mat. I've used it so much. I've about got holes in both sides. It's a good thing I got a spare. Because when you buy them now, they come with a spare, which I need. Alrighty. Now then, there's that layer. Okay. We're going to put, well, I'm getting glue all over my cap. I'm going to put a little glue here, here, here. Just spots right here. I'm going to put a sand dollar right here. I'm going to put one right here. Yep, I'm going to put one of them right here. And we're going to put one of them about right there. Let's see. This right here, I'm going to put a bit of Tombow Mono on here, just a little bit. I'm going to stack this so you can tell that die does not go with that stamp, but it's enough that I like it like this. That way I've got it stamped and I can cut it out. I don't have to stamp straight to my card layer. But anyway, now then, I'm going to put a little bit of glue back here, and we're going to set this right here on the bottom of the ocean, right there. Now, we're going to take our fine tip glue pen and well, flitter. Whole thing wanted to screw off instead of this part. So I want just, well, flitter. I don't want the whole thing to screw off. I want just this cap part. Well, it all wants to. Let me find my other one. There it is. You know, never hurts to have spares. Okay, now we are going to, let me see which direction I want this in. I'm not even sure. I think it's going to go this way, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to use a whole lot of this. I'm just going to put it in different places, mostly on the outside edges. Once I get it coming out. Oh. Okay. I guess it helps if you take the seal out. Can you believe that? It helps if you take the seal out of it. Look at that. Now it's got all this paper. Eek. And look at it. It's wanting to stick to me. But of course, why not? That's the way my evening's going. It wants to stick. Oh, I know, Shelly, this net. I love this net. I just love it. It's awesome. Now then, I'm just gonna put just different little different places around the outside of the net, and try not to get it on my finger over here. And I just love it. All the things you could use this for. You don't have to use it for ocean scenes. You can use it for different things, you know. I'm gonna put a little in these other little places, but not very much. I just mainly want my outside edge laying down. Now then, we're going to come in with this. I'm going to go this direction right here. And we're going to lay our net down just like that. There we go. Now, of course, I've got little squares of glue on me. Okay. Let's get this lid back on, because obviously I didn't get the other one on fast enough or something, because it is must be glued to the cap. Oh my goodness, there it goes. All right, there we go. Here, I'll just leave things open, don't I? Okay, now we need to. Oh, I need the I'm grabbing here. Grabbing the wrong thing. The wrong thing. We need our stitch frameless dies again. Let's see, which one was it? This one right here. That's the one I need. Okay, I thought we were through with the big shop. Obviously not. This won't take just a moment. We'll get this in here. I'm just going to leave my precision plate on here. No sense in swapping it out just to cut this out. It'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? It'll be okay. Just run it right through like this. Okay. Okay, come on. There we go. Sit you in now. Okay. I'm glad y'all cannot see to the left of me. I have got everything piled up over here in a pile. Okay, that is not straight. Can you believe that? That is not straight. Oh my goshy. I did not get it straight. I am going to just, oh my gosh. I did not get it straight. I thought I did. Okay. We're going to go with it. Because it's all right. It does not matter. It's going to look good anyway. It's going to look fine. Because I said so. Yep, we're going to use it anyway. This is art. It does not have to be perfect. Because art is not always perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's not always perfect. I'm sure not perfect. So, if we do it like this, this is how I did it on the other one. It looks fine, don't you think? I do. Because it's my card and I think it looks fine. And I wonder if anybody will ever notice other than us. They may not. Okay, we're going to do that there. And it's going to scoot. Of course it's going to scoot. Because I tried to move it. Alright, now then. Little here. Okay. And we're going to put our sand dollar. Let me see. I want it more right there. I think I scooted this over this way a little too far. Okay, but that's alright. Shooey. Now then. Let me see. Oh, I know what I did. Let me get our, let me get this. Because I got to stamp our envelope. And we're going to stamp this on our envelope. Alrighty, where is our envelope? I didn't get one for this card. That is unbelievable. How did I miss getting an envelope? Here we go. Right here. Right here. That's not a problem. I'm just letting backings just fly everywhere. Everywhere. Crumb cake. That's what I'm looking for. And then we're just going to stamp this right here. on the front of our envelope right down here. Ta-da! And we are done. How bad over am I? Oh my gosh, I'm way over. I am so sorry, guys. I did not mean to go over. I went way over, didn't I? But anyway, here is both of these. This is the one I had prepped. And there we are. All right, let me show you all 3 of our cards we made tonight. This is the one we just got through with. Here is our, got y'all out of whack here. Sorry, I've got too much stuff over here to my left. All right. Now then, let's get our little kitty over here. And here we are. Here's all of our cards for tonight. I just want to thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for putting up with me this long. I swear I did not realize I was going over so far. I am very sorry. But anyway, here is our cards. And I hope y'all like them. I'm really pleased with them. And thank you, Miranda. You was long last night, too. I'm going to have to go in and watch yours. I haven't watched it yet. Thank you, Lynn Scott. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Shelley. Thank y'all very much. I really appreciate y'all coming and y'all watching me. And it's just so encouraging when y'all show up. And look at there, there's my envelope I was going to use. I knew I had to have an envelope somewhere that it just makes me feel good. Thank you, Weenie. I just hope y'all have an awesome evening. Get crafty. And post it here on my page. I'd love to see y'all's designs and what y'all make. And just come on and craft them on my page here, and let's share them with everybody else. And I got my order in. Well, I got 2 orders in, and so I'm hoping my stuff, it hasn't shipped yet, but it should. You're welcome, Shelley. I appreciate you coming and watching me. But I'm hoping it comes. I have to work all this weekend, so I probably won't even get to play with it until next week anyway. But I'm excited for my orders to come. But y'all get crafty this week. Have some you time. It sure is my relaxer, and I love doing it, and I love sharing, and I love Facebook Lives. I just love Facebook Lives. And I will be back next Monday evening, 7 Central. And I'm going to try and be prepared once more. And hopefully won't go over next time. So, even whenever I had some of the stuff cut, I still went over. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll try not to go over next week. Y'all have an awesome week. Y'all have a blessed week. And I will see y'all next Monday. Bye.